Sipping slow, yakking the act, thinking I'm a man.
It's the man. Welcome to Showface News. Call me what you want, just don't call me woke. Even that racket with the town favorite Showface News is Big Gotham. You already know it's the town versus everybody at all times. All champ. ADAM22 says No Jumper is going broke. Alright, he says that No Jumper as a company has been losing a lot of money. Alright, now he says specifically that because the the original No Jumper Instagram page has been knocked down. And honestly, guys, that No Jumper page has been gone since last year, all right, for quite some months now. He says that there has been a huge drop off in the income of the company No Jumper because that revenue from that Instagram page is no longer available. All right, he says that Instagram was keeping No Jumper afloat on a financial level, but now it seems like everything is plummeting. All right, he says that guess what? No Jumper can't even be in the same studio that it's been in for the last however many years No Jumper been around. All right, they're about to leave Melrose and you have to go to a smaller space.
We closed down our store on Melrose, and we're in the early stages of selling our current warehouse and moving into a smaller space.
All right, this is crazy. Now, he did mention, all right, last year, cutting some of, the employees and getting rid of them just to have enough budget for No Jumper. But now he's talking about in order for No Jumper to recoup, we're gonna have to have some subs actually become members, starting at $5 a month.
We are really trying to get serious about embracing our members here on YouTube. For $5 a month, we've got a ton of awesome benefits, including being able to watch all of our interviews free of censorship and bleeped words before they're released to the public. Members only chat for all of our live stream content, and we're just going to be prioritizing a lot of our most requested content and trying to do that live for members only. So for any of you who are down to spend $5 a month to help support the business, we're just going to try to keep adding more and more stuff to make that an easy decision for you guys who are down to support.
All right, at $5 a month. This is how it originally started, for just $5 a month. All right, and then he went on to say for $100 a month. Now, I ain't gonna lie to you, I don't know who's paying $100 a month for any YouTube membership, okay? But he says $100 a month, which is the equivalent of $1,200 a year.
And for those of you who have more money to spend, we're introducing a mega premium $100 tier to our memberships that will get your name added to the end of all our videos, and it will also get you consistent advice and opinions on your music submissions with one free submission per month and discounted additional songs. Basically, we're just trying to do as much as possible for anybody who's down to join this tier. So,
all right, now who in the world would actually do that? Who would actually be so much of a fan or a supporter to give Adam $100 a month? Listen, man, I don't know what's going on with Plug Talk. Okay, I see that the videos are doing numbers right as of late, but apparently that's not enough. Right, that's not enough to cover that what No Jumper has to use. All right, the building, the utilities, everything, the electric bill, everything. They have to move to a smaller space just to maintain content. All right. Now I see yesterday this is already in motion. All right, the return of 4 Extra, which happened yesterday. All right, they're already trying to push for this paid content. Now, look, I'm not here to pocket watch anybody. I'm not here to say, hey, you can't go ahead and make your subscribers, force your subscribers to pay for anything. I'm not against it, all right? I'm not against that. The only thing that I'm saying is who is actually going to go out their way to support No Jumper or ADAM22 in that fashion, all right? We have to remember this is dirty section content, all right? This is ratchet content on YouTube, right? How many people actually, be complaining about Point and Shoot having a $5 Patreon, all right? Point and Shoot, all right? Another YouTuber who does a lot of No Jumper content that pretty much exposes No Jumper for weird behavior. People complain all the time about how his Patreon is too much and it's only $5. Probably less than that. I'm just putting a little number out because it's really not expensive at all. All right, but his Patreon like $3-5. If people are complaining about Point and Shoot having paid content, why do you think, or does Adam think, that anyone is gonna be paying $500 to $100 a month for his content. I don't know. Now, I'm not saying that nobody's gonna do it. I'm just saying this is very much interesting amid a lot of things that Adam has been accused of. Adam has been not the most liked person on YouTube or social media, for that matter, if we're being honest. He's been one of those social media villains. However, he doesn't utilize his villainship, so to speak, right? He hasn't utilized his villain role on social media. Now, people like Vlad, they have definitely done that. Ironically so, Vlad is ADAM22's mentor, right? But he hasn't used his villain role and utilize it on a financial scale, apparently, because he's struggling right now, right? No Jumper is struggling, even with all the views. Apparently that's not enough, right? Now he's, like I said, he's saying that this Instagram page, the No Jumper Instagram, that's no longer in existence, and then now you have a No Jumper LA page, which has gone like over 100,000 followers. It's not enough, right? Now I think the previous No Jumper page had a couple million people, and apparently that was bringing in a lot of traffic, but randomly it got destroyed, it got deleted, right? And he's also suffering from the lawsuit that's taking place, all right, with Yuri and the other girl who are former No Jumper employees who are suing, and he's claiming that, hey, this is clearly extortion according to ADAM22.
Second, in addition to that, we have been hit with a bullshit lawsuit from a former employee. Now, essentially everything in this lawsuit is completely fictional, and every lawyer that I've spoken to about it has described this as basically an extortion attempt, but it still cost us a ton of money already, and it's expected to cost us many hundreds of thousands of dollars to see this through to completion. It's insane to me that a person that we did so much for can just invent some grievances out of thin air and cost us this much money as a result. This person has literally lost every single friend that he used to have when he worked at No Jumper. His streaming career has completely tanked, and he even got kicked off the podcast that he left No Jumper to start. But somehow that's our reality, and we have to fight this rather than just give in to this piece of shit.
So there's a lot of hits that No Jumper is taking on a massive level, and hey, it is what it is, I guess. You know what I'm saying? I guess he's gonna have to deal with that, champ. Well, apparently after making fun of those guys in that Rolling 60s RICO, you guys have a lot of problems yourselves, all right? Well, at least Adam does, okay? Now, I don't know who's living off of No Jumper income outside of ADAM22. I know the people who are employees getting paid over there, but champ, it's not looking good that way. It's not looking good at all, right? From what I'm seeing, it's looking pretty bad. I ain't gonna lie, gang. Man, listen, man. I don't know where Adam goes from here. I don't know if the fans are actually going to support on a level that Adam thinks that they might support. But if this isn't a successful call to action from ADAM22 and people don't respond in a proper fashion, will this actually be the end of No Jumper for real this time? Because we've been talking about the end of No Jumper for the longest. We've been talking about, you know, people coming up there possibly doing crimes that definitely get the whole platform shut down. But now we're kind of focusing on, yeah, you know, the financial situation might actually destroy the whole thing, right? The building is already, you know, he's probably going to sell the building, which is probably going to be, you know, good for him if he can actually sell the building. We don't know how long it's going to take for him to sell the building, if he intends on doing that anytime soon. But apparently they got to find a new space, all right? They got to do something different, because right now it seems like they're in desperate times, or at least the company is. Now, I don't want nobody watching this video and saying, hey, you're saying that no, ADAM22 is broke. No. ADAM22 is not broke. No Jumper is broke. All right. The platform is broke. We talking about the company funds. The company funding is down. I'm pretty sure Adam is well off. He's good. But as far as No Jumper just being No Jumper, the platform is suffering. The business is supposed to pay out everything, right? When you got a business, the business is supposed to pay out the light bills, the bills and all that. He can't afford it right now, right? There's too much going on. Or the plug talk ain't plugging, all right? And apparently the podcast and the content ain't doing enough neither. So it ain't covering everything, right? It's not going well. So the question, like I said, is this really the end of No Jumper? What's next, all right? And are the fans really gonna support? Because I don't really see the people who continuously watch No Jumper actually supporting that way, but then again, they might, all right? So it's not up to me, but you know, Adam being Adam, you wouldn't think that he has so many supporters that they would actually cover the income needed to support, you know, the finances that are needed to pay bills or what have you, all right? Just saying. But You let me know what y'all think in the comment section, man. Do y'all think that this is gonna be a success? Is No Jumper slowly falling before our very eyes? What do you think is next to come? You let me know in the comment section, man. Make sure you smash a like. Make sure you share the video. All right. Also join the Discord. Discord link is in the comments in the description as well. So fire Discord. Listen, we got 1,000 people, which means it's clearly lit. Okay. Hit the like, share the video. Special announcement though. It's the mayor, the one and only New York Mayor F. Eric Adams, and you rocking with the town favorite Showface News. It's Big Gotham, and you already know it's the town versus everybody at all times. Make sure you hit the like, make sure you share the video. Subscribe to Showface News now. Ladies and gentlemen, do the mayor a favor and go to showfacenews.com for the brand new mayor merch. Yes, wear the mayor's quotes in style all fall, all winter long. For the remainder of 2024, the mayor will be providing brand new merch each and every month. Alright, look, we have the All Champs tees out right now, as well as the Hug Your Shadow hoodies and tees. Wear the mayor merch in style only at showfacenews.com. Get your orders in, the orders ship fast. Get it right now. Everybody's buying it. Subscribe to the mayor.